Hey ladies, welcome back to another video. So I want to jump on here because I came across this TikTok and this young lady was basically trying to warn women out there who indulge in feminine strategies and femininity this and femininity that. These are the same women who literally are not even worthy of speaking on these things, but they're out here selling courses. And I'm not here to knock anybody's hustle, baby. Do you? But I'm here to tell you guys and remind you guys and let you all know that the women who are super loud about femininity and how to get a 6-figure man, how to get a 7 and 8-figure man, how to get a man to spend money on you, take you on dates, all these things. These women usually, for one, they don't actually have pretty privilege, so they're just grasping at straws. A lot of them maybe have had 1 or 2 or 3 instances where they've been treated favorably, and then they just ran with this idea that they have pretty privilege, and they're trying to sell people courses, and they're trying to get people to hop on these bandwagons and try to make money off of you guys so that they can teach you how to have a man and keep a man. But what you're not realizing is they're hustling you. And this young lady is going to break it down in this video.
The bitches with the real pretty privilege, like the ones that are so drop dead gorgeous that they can get the whole crew in for free. The whole crew, regardless of what the crew looks like, they get them all in for free and they get them all into the sections and get them all drinks for the rest of the night. The ones that skip the line every single time, they are not on this app trying to teach you shit. They're not. I've rolled with a couple of them before in my lifetime. They don't give a fuck. The only person they care about is themselves. And the next club they can get in and the next they can take their money from. They're on Instagram watching your man like their post. They don't even motherfucking talk on the app. They don't even talk on Instagram. They don't even talk on TikTok. They're not trying to sell you shit. They're not trying to teach you the game. They don't even really know the game themselves. They just know that their body and their face been unlocking doors for a long time. And whatever they decide to do with that, whether they decide to go to college and move forward or they rock it till the wheels fall off and they become a bartender, they don't give a fuck about what you're doing. They're not teaching they're not going to sell you nothing. So anybody on here trying to teach you how to snag a millionaire, sell you a book on how to snag a millionaire, is actually trying to recruit you into prostitution. And y'all don't be believing that. And y'all get on here and anybody who say that, y'all say, oh, it's always the ones that look like. No. Let's really critically think about this. The girls that really have the face card and the money, what do their content consist of? It's either that they are the hot commodity or look at my beautiful lifestyle. They don't even talk to us. Stop getting tricked by these women, these femininity coaches trying to sell you something.
What you guys need to understand is that no one needs to teach you how to be feminine. It's something that you just need to learn how to tap into. That takes a lot of self-exploration, a lot of life experience, a lot of self-reflection and introspection. It definitely does not need to be something that you have to pay for. And that's what the big theme of this video is that there's a lot of women I've seen recently jump on TikTok and I'm sorry, I'm just going to say it, they're not really giving in the looks department, but they have all this mouth about how to snag men and how to get men to take you on expensive dates and what their pretty privilege means to them. And people have literally gotten their comment section and told them, baby, like, this is not a topic that involves you. And I think a lot of people are jumping on this pretty privileged train because they like the attention that it gives them. Some people are literally in psychosis and think that it applies to them, so they are getting on TikTok and trying to like flaunt it or make themselves feel better. And it just gives performative. It doesn't give that's genuinely how you feel. It just gives that you feel inadequate, you feel inferior. And I think there's a lot of people who are out here trying to make money off of this concept of, oh, tap into your femininity, learn more about your femininity. And like she said in the video, a lot of these women are glorified prostitutes. They're glorified 304s. And they're willing to be with a man. It doesn't matter, his history, what his face looked like, what his damn genes are that he's going to pass down to your damn children. You know what I'm saying? Like, you just laying down with him because he got some coin. Like, we have to start actually teaching women the importance of loving thyself. Because once you start loving yourself, you will attract a mate of your equal. You will attract someone who is equally yoked with you. When you're out here searching and trying to find the perfect man, oh, it doesn't matter if you're not attracted to him, the money is long, and oh, it doesn't matter if the sex isn't good, the money's long, and it doesn't matter if you guys don't get along or don't have anything to talk about because the money's long. It's like, this is what a lot of these femininity coaches and hypergamy coaches try to teach women these days. And it's really, really sad because it's programming weak women to think that you have to drop your standards in areas where you shouldn't have to get a payday through a man. They're not teaching you how to love yourself, learn more about yourself, get closer to God, get closer to whatever faith you're in spiritually. They're not teaching you how to be self sufficient, how to boss up, how to be your own woman so that when the man comes into your life, he is a supplement, he's an add on. He's not your end all be all. He's not the person who's in control of your livelihood. And if you get to survive to see another day, or if you get to eat tomorrow. I'm sorry, I'm not putting that power in any man's hands. And I'm in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, we've all been there. I was there once where I was heavy in the femininity space on YouTube. And there's nothing wrong with like taking little bits and pieces of what they're teaching. But for you to buy courses, let's be fucking for real. Let's be absolutely astronomically for real. There's no reason for it. There's no reason. And I'm here to let you ladies know that if you did pay for a course where someone's teaching you how to pull a man, a rich man, or how to appease a man, or how to catch a man, or whatever, a man, get your money back. Get your money back expeditiously because you have been scammed. These women are nothing that you need to be trying to model your life after. A lot of these women have really tumultuous pasts. They've gone through things with men that you probably haven't even gone through. They're not any smarter than you are. They're not any more skilled in the male department or in the femininity department than you are. It's just a matter of self-reflection and self-development. Again, no one's saying you can't take little bits and pieces of what these women teach because I think some of them, may have good tips, may have good advice. I think the only time it's troublesome is if they aren't in a successful relationship or marriage. I think that's when you need to kind of look at it sideways a little bit. You could still take some tidbits and some knowledge, but you shouldn't be taking it too deeply because you don't know their history, you don't know their past. They're only telling you what they want you to know. And I think also stop buying their courses. They're not licensed. They're not a licensed therapist or psychiatrist. They didn't go to school for this stuff. They're just doing this off of life lessons. I would never get on here and try to sell you guys a course on how to stop women from bullying you or mistreating you because that really is down to you and how you manage those types of hardships. And all I can do is, from my experience, give you my tips and tricks and kind of give you some type of, solace in knowing that you're not alone. And there's a lot of people on social media who are acting like they have pretty privilege when they don't, acting like they're these put up, kept women when they're not, acting like they're so in love with their spouse and whole time they're getting their ass waxed every day by this man. You know what I'm saying? But she's there for the money, so it looks like she has this beautiful life. And it's like you have to watch the people that have so much to say about like femininity and getting a man and getting rich men to see value in you and attracting high value men. The women who are actually in those types of relationships are silent. The women who are actually in healthy, happy relationships where they're being taken care of, the real girlies who are actually put up for real, the girlies who are actually getting pretty privilege out here, the girlies who are actually getting those things, they don't make their whole life about how to get things from people. I think that I just wanted to come on here to share that TikTok with you guys because when I saw it, I'm like, wow, like, that's so true. The girlies who are actually put up and kept and, paid, like they have their own money, they got their own funds, and they just have a man who happens to be equally yoked with them, they're somewhere off living their life. So we need to start opening our eyes, ladies. We need to start being aware of the scams and the people who are full of shit on social media, whether it's in these YouTube streets or it's on TikTok or Instagram, wherever. Just be wise and be aware that people are people. People are not perfect. No one's life or relationship is perfect. And the people who have a lot to say about femininity and these coaches, quote unquote coaches, are quite literally scamming y'all. So drop that in the comment section. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'll also be leaving my email in the description box. You can share your stories with me there as well. Have a lovely day, ladies.